position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Air Force Falcons offense comes onto the field first today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. Both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage, knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
Davis will throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Iowa State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Cyclones in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
And the Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. He'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Davis looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burton. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Man coverage, when they can get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's Lane. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Davis will throw. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Falcons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Makes the grab on the left. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up. Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Holding.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Thomas. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Rides to back and leaves it. Gets away from one, finds room. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Burton. And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Burton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. Goes straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Air Force. Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Air Force.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility.
Still running at the 40.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Davis will throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Burton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Going for the big play. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burke. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get...
Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. The defense going to stop and fight with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Music note! Music note! Military stunt!
Davis looking to pass. Touchdown, Falcon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Punt is on its way. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. One more snap coming before halftime. Davis will throw. Going over the top. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got some room to run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs.
The Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think
He's got it along the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That's caught. It's Lane. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got an open man. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Cyclones are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense lining up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Cyclones trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Iowa State! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense.
Turning it on! They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quick strike complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got the quick pass. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go back to the ground. There he goes. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Davis looking to pass. With the catch, it's Burke. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Morton. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Davis will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cyclones! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher.
He's going to fire deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
He wants to go deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered